All right, guys, welcome to this page of notes. I got one more problem I want to do with you for that first objective, solving rational equations. Because again, what we're doing is we're looking at this idea. I told you that sometimes you'll get a solution and one of the solutions may be extraneous, or like we just saw in the last problem, you get one solution and it doesn't work, so you wind up with no solutions. There are no values of the variable that work. Or we'll take a look at this one. We get an interesting, something interesting happens in this one as well, and we'll take a look at it when we get there. So again, we're just going to start off by finding the LCM. Remember, the way this works is I want to eliminate those denominators. I want to make these denominators go away, and we do that by multiplying everybody by the LCM. But I recognize here, again, we've seen it over and over and over here in chapter 8, that is a difference of squares. So let's go ahead and rewrite that in its factored form as an r plus 4 and an r minus 4. And again, we've seen this in previous problems. It's incredibly convenient. R plus 4, that happens to be an r plus 4. R minus 4, r minus 4. So my LCM is really easy. It's r plus 4 and r minus 4. And so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and multiply my LCM by everybody, and I've been having to squeeze, so I'm not even going to promise you this time that I won't. I'm probably going to wind up having to squeeze, so let's see what this looks like. R plus 4 times r minus 4, all multiplied by r over r plus 4. Those r plus 4s drop out. Plus r plus 4 times r minus 4, 4 over r minus 4, and those r minus 4s drop out. R squared plus 16 over r plus 4, r minus 4, multiplied by r plus 4, r minus 4. And on that side, everybody drops out. Okay, great. So here we go. Here's what's left. R times r minus 4. So I have r times r minus 4. And then I have a 4 left and an r plus 4. So that'll be plus 4 times r plus 4. I'll have to distribute there, but we've seen that before. And on the other side, everything canceled except for my numerator, so I'm left with r squared plus 16. All right, let's go ahead and do our distributive property on this guy and see what we wind up with. That's going to give me r squared minus 4r. Then I'll have, ooh, look at that. How about a plus 4r? And 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, this is awesome. I like where this is going because those guys cancel each other out. Minus 4r plus 4r, gone. I wind up with r squared plus 16 is equal to r squared. Whoa. Whoa. All right, take a look at this. Awesome problem. In order to solve for r, you see an interesting thing happens here. I would subtract r squared to this side, but that would give me r squared minus r squared, which is 0. And then I would subtract the 16 to this side, but that would give me plus 16 minus 16, which is 0. Check this out. R squared minus r squared is equal to 16 minus 16, which means 0 is equal to 0. I got a question for you. Does 0 equal 0? Yeah, it does. 0 is equal to 0, and here's what this tells you. It's not telling you that r equals 0 is your solution, right? The r's dropped out. What it's telling you is when the variable drops out and you're left with a true statement, r can be anything. R is equal to all real numbers. Simply means you can pick any value of r you want to. It doesn't matter. Pick your favorite number, plug it in, and it will work. Pick anything. However, hang on a second. Take a look at that original problem again, and please notice that actually there is something you've got to be careful of. I have r plus 4 and r minus 4, and actually I know if I were to plug in a negative 4 here, negative 4 plus 4 would be 0, and if I were to plug in a positive 4 here, 4 minus 4 would be 0. Okay, so Actually, you got to be really careful on this one. Just another little trick. Yes, absolutely, 0 equals 0, which is a true statement, so r can be all real numbers. Pick your favorite number, except positive and negative 4. So r is all real numbers except. R cannot equal plus or minus 4 because that would give me division by 0. So pick your favorite number. As long as your favorite number isn't a plus or a minus 4, you're good. It'll work, right? So pick anything you want to, anything on the real number line, just not those two values. It will work. All right, guys, that takes care of that first objective where we are solving rational equations. On the next page of the notes, we'll move on to the second objective, which is going to be solving rational inequalities. There's just a couple other things you got to watch out for and kind of work out when doing those rational inequalities. So head on over to the next page of the notes, and I'll meet you there.